The story I want to share with you today unfolds a fascinating new revelation in our understanding of human physiology, that we each have a second brain. Another organ in our body which controls as much of our physical and mental functions as the brain in our heads, and which may be the key link between modern disease epidemics globally, from obesity to cardiovascular disease, maybe even to mental health. But first, to give you a little introduction to this story, I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I was brought up in a family of psychologists. My mum is a clinical psychologist, my dad a professor of psychology in a university, my sister even has a PhD in psychology. So when it came to me going to university, I wanted to study something different. I'd heard enough about the brain and how it worked at home, so I wanted to study something new. So I considered what I was interested in, and I figured out that from a very early age, I'd had a big interest in food. I loved eating food. And so I decided to study human nutrition. And this was great because I got to study food, how it affected our bodies, how it could contribute to disease, and more importantly, how we could use it to fight and prevent disease. This story begins back in 1845 with the birth of a curious young boy in Russia who became an incredible man, but who was forgotten by history and medicine. Ailey Metnikov was fascinated by everything in nature, and by the age of 8, he was taking notes on all the living things in his vibrant back garden. He became so good at science that he discovered the role of phagocytes, some crucial cells in our immune systems, for which he won the Nobel Prize in 1908. But it was his science after winning the Nobel Prize that was even more crucial to our understanding of human health, through a tale of discovery, death, and self-experimentation. See, everyone in this room has something in common. We all spent the first 9 months of our existence inside our mother's wombs. And this was essentially a sterile environment where no other living things existed, just you. But as you